working. Yay, I'm live on YouTube. It's Thursday Night Live. It's Thursday Night Live. Hey, 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 hey. It's Thursday Night Live. Hey, it's Thursday Night Live. We are live. We are live. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How y'all been? Shantae is here. Thank you, Shantae. Shantae came over at TikTok, gave me a little gift. She just blessed me. She blessed me. Gifts are my love language. And then she came over to YouTube, and I appreciate that because listen, I want y'all to come over to YouTube. All y'all folks that are on TikTok, all y'all folks that are on Insta, y'all come on over, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and comment. Hey, Trinity, I see you, girl. Hey, Sherry, I'm doing good. Shantae, how are you, honey? Hey, Jocelyn, how you doing? I appreciate you guys coming, showing up. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. How's your week been? Tell me, how's your week been? How's your week? Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Sherry. Hi, Grant. How are you? You're good? Good, Shantae. Oh, Nira's here. Thank you, Nira. Nira knows my love language is gifts, so we're sharing the love. Blazing, I see you, Blazing. Blazing is giving me all kinds of gifts. I see you, honey. I see you, honey. Mwah. Oh, Mia. Okay, I see you, Mia. I see you. I see you. So, how are we this week? How are we this week? How was this week? Hi, Mia. Thank you. Mia is blessing me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know if y'all know the sprinkle, sprinkle lady. Like, I listen to her all the time. She's on TikTok, but I think she started mostly on YouTube. But she's on all the socials now. But she was mostly on YouTube, and she always say sprinkle, 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 because she's talking about people blessing her, giving her gifts and things like that. So I like a little sprinkle too. I like a little blessing, a little blessing. Okay. I'm glad I am live. Thank you, Quindy, for showing up. Thank you, Grant. Thank you, Blazing. I see my guests. Thank you, Faith. I see you. Your week was busy. Your week was busy. Yeah, me too. Grant said his week is good. I just wish Jarman uploaded on Thursdays. He only uploads Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now. Really? I didn't know that, Grant. Thank you for that information. Jordan and Kate, I see you. Thank you. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, girl. I know, girl. I had to restart my computer. Me and Nicole, we never turn our computer off, right, girl? We never turn our computer off. And so I needed to restart my computer. I don't know when the last time I turned my computer off. I don't turn it off, and that's weird, right? That's weird. Everything should be like turned off. If we're not using it, it should be turned off. But for some reason, I just I shut it. And I guess in my mind, I'm thinking it's turned off. When I shut it, I shut my computer. Unlike other things like your phone, like your iPad, it's like you have to shut it off to see that it's off. With my computer, I just close it and I think that it's off, but it's still on. So all I do is just recharge it. I keep recharging it. So I plug it back up and it's working again, but it's not helping. It's not getting any rest. It's not getting any rest, which everything needs to get rest. We all need to get rest, right? How many believe that we all should be getting rest? How many of y'all get like 8 hours of sleep? Let me see. How many of y'all get, if you get 8 hours of sleep, put 8 in the chat. If you get 8 hours of sleep, put 8 in the chat. Hey, from the Philippines. Thank you, Carson. I see you. Thank you. If you get 8 hours of sleep, Quindy said 9. Okay, not Quindy get his sleep. Listen, how many hours of sleep do you get then? Dora gets 8. Tell me how many hours of sleep do you get? Usually get 6 or 7. Hey, WW Motors. Hey, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Yes. Yes. You get 6 to 7. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. It could be better, right? 8 or 9. Listen. Quinty get all his sleep. He get his sleep. He get your sleep. He get everybody's sleep. Hey, Azzy, I see you. Hey, Kaden, thank you. Thank you. 70 said, I go to bed. Azzy, I see you. Thank you. You go to bed pretty late, like 1 a.m. I wake up at 10 a.m. Okay, so then you get 9 hours. You get 9 or 10. You get your sleep, honey. Azzy. How do you stay asleep in the morning, though? I feel like, I guess you stay in like a blackout room. Kaden, I see you. Thank you for my kiss. Thank you for my kiss. You must sleep in a blackout room because when the sun comes out, I have blinds, but I can feel the sun. Like it's light when the sun comes out. You know, it's brighter in my room when the sun comes out, even with my blinds closed. I don't have any curtains though. So maybe that's the problem. I need curtains. Cause I feel like when the sun comes out, I need to be up. K3, thank you. I see you. I see you. Yeah, the sun needs to be when the sun comes up, I feel like it's time for me to get up. So it's hard for me to stay asleep past, sunrise, which is usually like 6:37. K3, give me all the gifts. Yes. He said, this is the first time I'm giving. I'm giving a lot. Because he knows that is my love language. Thank you, Ro. In case you didn't know, gifts are my love language. In case you didn't know. Okay. Trinity, you like my hair? Yeah, this is blonde season. I heard blondes have more fun, so this is blonde season. Huh? Y'all like the blonde? Nira, thank you, honey. Queen. It takes one to know one, Nira. It takes a queen to know a queen. Thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you. Okay. I am from Darman, yes. I live in California too. Yeah. Sometimes we all have days where we can't sleep. Yeah, I guess you do some days, but most days, I mean, on a consistent basis. Ooh, Raul got me some corn. You know, I had a taste for Mexican corn today. Do y'all know what that is? Did I tell y'all about Mexican corn the last time? I must need some Mexican corn because I feel like I told y'all the last live that I wanted Mexican corn. That means I need to get some Mexican corn this weekend. Thank you, Press. I see you. I need some Mexican corn. And that is literally what it's called. It's called Mexican corn. So it's corn on the cob. Usually it's corn on the cob, but you can get it in a bowl. It's best when it's corn on the cob. You know, you got these street vendors. Usually, it's a nice little Mexican man. And he pulls out a corn on the cob. He puts mayonnaise, butter. I think it's either red pepper or taijing, which is pretty much the same thing. It's like a spice, red spice that they put on. And what else? Is that it? Is that it? I feel like it's something else, but it'd be so good, y'all. That thing be so good. I'd be tearing it up. Mexican corn, y'all. If somebody said they were in California, hey Queen, thank you. Ooh, Cam gave me a hat. Thank you, Cam. I love those cowgirl hats. Cowboy Carter. Cowboy Carter's coming up. Who's going to the concert? Oh, I love Japan. Somebody said they're from Japan. Japan's amazing. I love Japan. Sherry says she turns off her computer every night. Congratulations. Good for you. You're very responsible. I need to be like you, girl. Thank you, Toga. I saw you. I need to be like you, Sherry. Girl, I don't know what is the issue. But you see what happens. I need to turn it off. So you guys are going to hold me accountable. I'm going to turn it off when I get off because obviously I don't turn on my computer. I don't turn it off. It will literally just stay on. I just wanted more light. Uh-oh. I paused Instagram. I hope I didn't make anybody come off. Nachim, you're the sweetest. You're the sweetest, bestest Insta, YouTube son. He gave me all these badges on Insta. I appreciate you, honey. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Visiting Japan is still on my bucket list. Japanese wrestlers surpasses modern WWE. Really? Wow. I didn't know that. And you love WWE, so that's saying a lot, huh? I am the Darman mom. Oh, Nachum, I see you. I see you. Nachum just blessing me, y'all. He is giving me the sprinkle today, honey. He is sprinkling his love all over me. I feel it. I feel it. Trinity is in Vegas. How do you like Vegas, Trinity? Mr. Trey, how do you like Vegas? I hear a lot of good things about Vegas. Actually, the lady that does my nails, she lives in Vegas. She has a house in Vegas, and she loves Vegas. Thank you, Mr. Trey. I see you. I got my gummy bears. Yay! I got my gummy bears. Thank you, Mr. Trey. I see my flowers. Yeah, so yeah, the lady that does my nails, she has a house. She lives in Vegas. Like that's where she says her residence is, but she comes to LA to work. Um she loves Vegas. She loves Vegas. She highly recommends Vegas. But if you got to come out of Vegas to go to work though, I don't know if it's that good, right? I don't know. I don't know if it's that good. I wouldn't want to live someplace and then I have to go somewhere else to make my money. Now, if I'm good, like I got all the money I need to survive, right? One day that'll happen. I'll have all the money I need and I don't need to work, you know. I'll have a house, I have everything taken care of, all my bills and all that good stuff. But if I still need to, you know, to get money and a paycheck and I don't know, maybe now that I'm thinking about it, it might force me to do more as far as like speaking engagements and appearances at schools. Listen, I am for hire. If you guys need a speaker for your school, for your job, let your faculty know, let your office know that you would like to have Rain and Shantae from Darman at your next conference or your next assembly. I used to love assemblies because you get out of regular class. I loved assemblies at school. You get out of regular class and you get to hear a speaker, speak. Just think it could be me. It could be me. So tell them, tell your teachers, tell your principals, tell your faculty, tell your bosses that you want Raina Shante from Darman to come and speak, so that I can, possibly buy a house in LA and Vegas and just not have to worry about, the paycheck. I just get one big lump sum. That sounds good, right? Who doesn't want a lump sum? That sounds amazing. Ah, just for getting out of class. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying in YouTube. Okay, so like I said, not modern WWE. Modern WWE is a joke. Oh, really? Quindy said, I always wanted to visit Los Angeles one day since my aunt lives out there. I'll try to visit 2026 and give the Twin Cities where I live a break. Enjoy the warm instead of the cold. Thank you, Quindy. Yeah, come on and visit. Come on out here and visit. It's a great town, great city. Thank you, Neve. I see you. California's LA is definitely worth coming out and visiting, guys. It's my favorite. It's been my favorite city since I got here. I love it. The community is great. The weather is great. I mean, it's a lot of great, neighborhoods, right? I lived in a few neighborhoods in LA, which I think it's a blessing. Some people go to a new place, a new state, and pretty much stay in the same neighborhood. I've been here for 10 years. This is my 10th year here in California. And I've lived in about 5 different neighborhoods. Let me count. So when I first got here, I was in North Hollywood. North Hollywood was my first place. So I was in Hollywood. I was in Hollywood when I first got here. It was North Hollywood. North Hollywood is what they call it's in the valley. So I was in North Hollywood. And then I moved to Burbank. Burbank is also in the valley. Burbank is a very nice area. It's a very nice town. It gives you like a old town feeling. I don't know if any of you remember the show Andy Griffith Show. I don't know if this is the whistle. Do 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 do. I feel like that's not it. But in the Andy Griffith Show theme song, they did a whistle. I don't think that's it. I think that's for a different show. Do do do. That's the song. That's the whistle. I can't whistle, y'all. I don't know where my voice went. But that was the whistle that's coming to me, but I don't think that's the whistle for Andy Griffith Show. Anyways, the Andy Griffith Show was an old show that I grew up on as a young kid. And it was an old show, like it was reruns when I was a kid. So it was a really old show. So if you don't know it, I get it. I understand. But the Andy Griffith Show, it was just like this small town where everybody knew each other. They had, like one gas station, one bank. Andy Griffith was a cop. They had one little jail cell. They knew everybody that went in the jail cell, so that's what Burbank gave me, that kind of feeling. Like it was like a little small town where everybody knew each other. Even though Burbank is pretty big. It's a pretty huge, because there's sections of Burbank where you get that old town feeling. And then there's Burbank that's, it's popping. It's got a mall. It's a couple malls, actually. It's got a couple malls. It's got like food places. It's got like a little, street outside marketplace. And, they got all these little coffee shops and boba places and Cold Stone, a movie theater. Like it's some popping stuff going on, like in Burbank. You can go salsa dancing. Like Burbank is popping. And then they got the side where it's the small town feeling, where it's just quiet. It literally is so quiet at night in that part of the old town Burbank. But yeah, so I lived in Burbank. Burbank was fun. I love Burbank. But at the time I was dating my hubby. And so we were looking for a place because I had an apartment with some friends. So that was like, my fun, apartment single days. It was only like a year. Only like a year I was there. And then my husband and I moved to downtown / Koreatown in LA. So we were living downtown / Koreatown. I liked it because it was like city. It was very, very city, very different from the little old town, small town Burbank. It was very like you can hear ambulance, you can hear helicopter, you can hear people singing, you can, like music, you can hear, you can hear a lot. All right. There was a lot you could hear. I mean, it was busy. And it was walkable. Like it's a neighborhood that you could just walk up the street and go to the little bodega, you can, walk to wherever you needed to walk to. If you wanted to just take a walk, you can walk around the city, so it was I thought it was cool because it reminded me of living in the city. I grew up in DC. It was a very city, urban city neighborhood. Okay, I need to get my charger. Where's my charger? Okay, here we go. We got a couple of chargers here. Let's see. We're gonna make it do what it do, baby. I don't have to leave the room. So where was I? So I was on. Okay, let's see. Did that work? Okay, yes. We're charging now. Yay, TikTok. We haven't gone anywhere, my dears. So we live downtown. So that was 3 places. I lived in North Hollywood, I lived in Burbank, and I lived downtown. Then my husband got a promotion, but he had to work in the office in Palmdale. So we moved up to Antelope Valley and lived in Lancaster. So that's 4 places, right? 4 places. Thank you. I see you. I see my gift. So we lived up in Lancaster, and Lancaster was nice. It was nice. We had a nice little house. Little backyard, we found a nice little community church, and it was very nice. My son was going to like the Antelope Valley Community College. I mean, it was a nice little living. We were only supposed to be up there for a couple years though, because his job, only until that it was only supposed to be a couple years. But then COVID hit and we got stuck. We got stuck. And actually, when I moved up to Lancaster, is when I got the offer to work at Darman. So I was living up in Lancaster. If any one of you know, in California, if you live in California or you've been to California, Antelope Valley, where I was living in Lancaster, is about an hour and a half away from Darman, from where I was working. So it was a while. It took me a while every day to get to work, and it was hard. It was really hard. So and I started getting like sick. I was allergic. I found out because it was during the COVID season, so I would always get checked for COVID, and I was always negative. I was always negative, but I always felt like my nasally. It was just always something. I was coughing constantly. And they said I was allergic to the dust because Lancaster, the Antelope Valley has a lot of dust. It literally is the desert. So I mean, I would have dust all over the car every time I get in and out of the car, and it's just everywhere. It's literally everywhere. So I mean, and I was working for Darman a lot. As you guys know, when I first started, I was always in every video, every other video. I was in every other video. So I was driving a lot every day, driving up and down the highway, hour and a half there, hour and a half back. So it was taking me 3-4 hours sometime for commute, which was a lot. So we decided, and by we, I mean me, because my husband loved that area. He loved it. He loved the community. He loved everything about it. Um, I needed to move closer back to LA because the reason why we're in California literally is because I'm an actress. So if we wanted to just be in a nice, quiet community, we can go back to the East Coast and it'd be a lot cheaper to live there. So so he agreed and we moved back. We moved back to LA, but now we live in Silmar. So that's 5 places, right? 5 places. 5 places we live, y'all. That's a lot of moving that we did. Yeah. So, yeah, it's me, Chris. It's me. It's me. I tried to hit that note full out, but it wouldn't come out. But I put it in my middle range, my mix. That's what they call that, the mix. Instead of it being like a head voice, me, it was a mix, right? I couldn't do a full out though. You said beautiful nose? You think I got a beautiful nose? Child, I would love to get this nose like, eh. I love to have a nose like this. I do this in the mirror all the time. I do this. I literally do. I'm trying to do. Okay, there you go. There you go. Because it's a little crooked. So I literally do this to my nose all the time. One day, y'all gonna see my nose like this. One day, it's gonna be fixed. It's gonna be like this, and y'all gonna be like, "Oh, her nose so cute." You're gonna say, "Oh, her nose so cute." Okay, let me see. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Yeah, I'm your favorite actor, Tyshawn. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Grace said anti-bully assemblies are so funny because the bullies don't even take away anything from them. Just continue being horrible people. Oh no, Grant. Really? Oh, that sucks. Okay, because you know why? You know why anti-bully assemblies don't work? They don't work because you shouldn't say the thing that you don't want to happen. Okay, so for instance, where was I when I heard this? Someone told me that, okay, so back in the 80s, there was President Ronald Reagan. All right. President Ronald Reagan, he was one of, they say, you know, a lot of people say he's one of the best presidents that we had. During that time, during the 80s, it was a really tough time with a lot of people with drugs, you know, getting into urban areas and neighborhoods and things. It was a lot crack and cocaine, and, you know, a lot of bad things was happening in urban cities like New York and DC and LA, I'm sure, you know, which really tore up the neighborhoods and the families and stuff, you know, because not only was it the drugs that were making people, you know, lose their jobs, lose their families and everything, but they were actually fighting and killing each other over, you know, over these drugs and things. I don't know if you guys seen the show Snowfall. I haven't seen it, but everybody say watch Snowfall. They tell you all about what happened during that time with the drugs and stuff in these cities. Well, anyways, so Ronald Reagan's wife, the first lady, Nancy Reagan, she was the first lady at the time. She said that there was listen, we're going to do a anti-drug ban, you know, anti-drug, you know, war on drugs. There's a war on drugs, right? War on drugs. And she announced, you know, we're doing anti-drug, you know, say no to drugs, you know, campaign. Say no to drugs, say no to drugs, say no to drugs, say no to drugs. Like that was the message. Say no to drugs, say no to drugs, say no to drugs. That was the message, right? They said that the study showed that 70% of drug use went up 70% during that time of the Say No to Drugs campaign. During that time, it went up, it shot up. During that time, there was a war on drugs. Drug on wars, a war on drugs. There was a war on drugs. There was a Say No to Drugs campaign. I remember all this during the 80s. I was alive during this time. You know, I was young, but I was alive. I saw the commercials. You know, I don't know if you guys ever seen the commercial where a guy has a frying pan and he's cooking, he got eggs, and he's like, this is your brain. And he got an egg and he cracks the egg in the frying pan and it's sizzling and it's cooking. He said, this is your brain on drugs. You know, so I saw all those commercials. And then I remember seeing this commercial, a same kind of commercial with a young white girl. And she was like, this is your brain on drugs. Then she starts smashing the plates with the frying pan. This is your family on when you're on drugs, and tearing up like the whole kitchen. And this is your life. This is everything is a mess when you're on drugs. And I mean, I was there, like I saw the whole campaign. I lived out that whole thing. My family were even affected by the drugs and, you know, everything like that, you know. So I saw it. I saw everything played out. And it's probably, they say, is because instead of saying yes to something, whatever the yes is, like say yes to education, say yes to loving people, say yes to self-care, you know, say yes to, you know, being successful and making, you know, lots of money and making friends and good relationships. Nobody said what to say yes to. They just said say no to drugs. And they ended up, most people said yes to drugs. So maybe that was the reason. It's like they didn't know what to say. These bullies, maybe at these anti-bullies assemblies, are not given the tools to say yes to what? What are we saying yes to? So maybe that's something that you should talk to your school about. Or maybe Grant, you need to have me to come to your school. Tell them I need to come to your school and talk to these bullies and these people, you know, even the victims, about what to say yes to. Healthy relationships, love, you know, building empires together, even starting in school, saying yes to education, you know, saying yes to treating people with love, saying yes to self-care, saying yes to going to a counselor. Because a lot of time these bullies are just sad and hurt from whatever's going on in their own personal lives, right? Right? Because the bullies are so busy bullying, it's a mask, it's a distraction of what's really the hurt and the pain that they're going through. right? So they could be getting bullied at home by whoever, their big brother or sister, or their mom or their dad or whoever, their uncle. They could be getting bullied, or they could just be feeling a lot of pain and suffering, and then they come and they bully people because they don't know what to do with all these feelings. So Grant, it sounds like you need to have me at your school for instead of it being an anti-bully assembly, it needs to be a, let's see, what can we call it? Right? A changing lives assembly, right? Hey, taking it back to Darman. Shout out to Darman. It needs to be a changing lives assembly, right? So maybe that's what we need to do, Grant. So send me a message. Let me know what your teachers say, because I can come. We can talk it out. We can work it out, honey. Let's go. Let's do it. Thank you, Shantae. Thank you, Julian. I see you. Let's see. Stephanie says, have you ever been to Vegas? Yes, girl, I've been to Vegas. I loved it. Raina, it's hot here and it never rains. It's dry. Okay, yeah, you're right. It was super hot. Yeah, Stephanie, I do remember Vegas being, no, I talked about the desert being in Lancaster in Antelope Valley. Is nothing like Vegas hot. Vegas hot. I went to Vegas in July. Ooh, baby. You can't breathe because it's so hot. It's like you know how hot breath is? Breathing in Vegas is like breathing hot breath. It's worse than hot breath. It's hotter than hot breath. Vegas Vegas is like breathing hot breath. But that makes me want to get in the pool. See, I like getting in the pool. But I don't like getting in the pool when it's not hot enough. Vegas every day in the summertime is hot enough to get in the pool. And so me and my son, we went there for his birthday in July one year, and we stayed in the pool. It was so hot. So yes, yeah, I have been there. I have been there, and I think a lot of people move to Vegas because you can find affordable houses, because not a lot of people want to live in the desert. Like, they don't want to be hot and breathing in hot breath. Hey y'all, hey. Let me see. Grant, sadly, that's true. That's also what happens when parents just spoil, indulge, and neglect, or even hurt instead of properly disciplining them. Yeah. Grant said, clock the T. Stephanie says, oh, okay, I already read that. Faith said, my dad introduced me to Andy Griffith. Oh, Faith, you did watch the Andy Griffith show and Dick Van Dyke show, and that was the whistle theme for the. It was the whistle theme. Okay, I wasn't wrong, because I was like, that came to mind, and I'm like, I'm not sure that's it, but I'm gonna whistle it anyway, even though that wasn't a whistle. It took me until I was 21 to learn how to whistle, and I need to practice it because sometimes I forget how to. I think it's because my teeth. Y'all know Miss Raina Shantae got some big teeth, honey. She got big lips and she got big teeth. I don't mind it now. I was a little shy, growing up, because I had big teeth and big lips, but because I got it honest. I got it from my dad's side and my mama's side. I got big teeth. We got big teeth. We got lips. And I don't mind it now, because everybody's filling the big lips. People putting fillers in their lips and putting veneers on their teeth and to look like this. All right. So I'm happy with what I have. But it's made it difficult for me to whistle. That's why I said this. There it is. There it is. What? Am I ignoring comments on TikTok? I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see TikTok goes so fast. See, that's why I like looking at the comments on YouTube because they don't go away. But TikTok, they go so fast. I do like, okay, so I'm gonna look at a couple of comments on TikTok. Yes, I do like Beyonce. Is Jay my real son? You guys answer that. You love watching my Dhar Mann videos. Thank you. I am a Dhar Mann actor. Yes. I do like Beyonce, guys. I love Thai food. Yes. I am the woman from Dhar Mann. Okay, so I see that you asked about, thank you, Summer. I see you. You asked about Beyonce a lot, so I answered that question. You asked it, is Jay my real son? Somebody answer that. Somebody come over to YouTube, subscribe, Raina Shante over on YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment on YouTube. Comment, is Jay my real son on YouTube, please. And then somebody will answer that question for you. All right. Thank you, Summer. Look at my hat. Yay. All right. Sorry. I was ignoring you guys on TikTok. Okay. So back to YouTube. You guys had some good stuff on here. Let's see. My dad watched Snowfall. Oh, and you didn't? Okay. Yeah, I didn't watch it yet, but everybody said that that was the show to watch if you wanted to like really find out what happened like in the 80s and 90s during that drug, that war on drugs time era, you know. Grant says, say no to drugs campaign only work for elementary school kids. I would hope so. Geez, elementary, if it ain't doing enough for elementary school kids, and Lord, sheesh. But yeah, I would hope, but I think they were trying to do it for young people, for like the people that were, the kids that were in junior high and high school and even college, and even people that were just, young adults and, adults that were working, and, it affected so many lives during that time. Nachum, you can give the answer. Yeah, please. Thank you, honey. You can do whatever you want, honey. Nachum is over here. He's the moderator on Instagram. If you guys want to come to Instagram and find out the answer, is Jay my real son? Grant said, okay, I saw that. Hi, Sammy. Grant said, I'm in college now. Okay, congrats. But if I was still in high school, I would have told them you needed to come. Oh, okay. Well, listen, you can have me at your college too, Grant. Listen, I come to colleges too. I will come to your college. We don't have to talk about, changing lives. Well, we could. Listen, I can give a speech about changing lives in college for sure. Listen, okay? Sammy says a lot of stuff is happening at my school lately. What happened, Sammy? What's going on? Stephanie. Okay, I got Stephanie. Trinity said, what's my favorite movie or show? What is my favorite movie or show, guys? I don't know. I told you the last thing I watched was the reality show. Okay, thank you, Nachum. Nachum has given the answer on Instagram. Nachum has given the answer. If you want to know, is Jay my real son? Come over to Raina Shantae's Instagram. Nachum has given the answer. Thank you, my love. Thank you, Nachum. Thank you, sweetheart. I told you guys I was watching like reality shows lately because I haven't watched reality shows. It was like, like reality shows really took the place of a lot of scripted shows, which is not good for actors, like real actors who act. Like we like to tell stories. We like to, to recreate characters or create characters, that that will tell compelling stories that'll help people to see that they're not alone in their lives. The kind of stuff that we do with Dhar Mann, which I do love that kind of stuff to inspire people like you all. So I, as an actor, was never into reality shows, like never, because I was just like, that's something I would never do. I mean, I thought about it because I was like, look, a job is a job, so I did think about it. Believe me, you better believe it. I did think about, getting hired for a reality show. But I decided to stay away from it. That's your choice. I don't have any judgment for any actors who do, reality shows. I know a few actors that, they're legit actors, but they have done reality shows and done well, successful, on reality shows. So, but I also like, seeing people living their lives out here in daggone social media world. And people are living well. People are, I love to see beautiful women, going shopping and having nice cars and getting their hair done and their nails done and just looking fine and living a fun life with their friends. So that's why I started to watch a couple of the reality shows like Wags, and Young, Famous, and African. Like, so those were the shows that I just finished watching on Netflix. I'm trying to think what else did I watch. I don't think, because I don't watch a lot of TV, guys. I don't watch a lot of TV shows. When I was growing up, I did. Listen, that's all I did was watch TV. I literally went home. I was home, went watch TV. I went to school, came back, watched TV, and woke up, watched TV, went to school, came home, watched TV. Like that was my routine. I always watched TV. I love TV growing up. But then I got older, and I was just like, I don't want to waste a lot of time just watching TV, And I had a family, I had kids, I grew up, so I was just like, I have other responsibilities. Thank you, Ray. I see you. So I think I got out of the habit of watching TV so much, and I started reading a lot. I've always loved to read a good book. Like, it had to get my interest. I have to read a good, when I was, growing up, I had to read a good book. But I like to read. Now I love to read. Like I love to read books. So right now I'm reading Atomic Habits. I keep picking this up and putting it down, picking it up and putting it down. I wanted to finish it this month. This was my February book. I read another book for January. This is my February book, but I still got 200 pages. I read 100 pages, but I still got 200 more pages to read. And I was like, well, I could read 100 pages today, 100 pages tomorrow. It could happen. I may not get a lot of sleep, and I need to get off my live soon if I'm going to read it, because y'all, listen, y'all auntie, y'all mama, Miss Raina Shantae, listen, she like to get her sleep. I told y'all, she like to get her sleep. She likes to get her rest. All right. So I'm more successful with reading in the morning. I'm more successful with reading in the morning because I'm awake. But like as soon as I pull this thing out, if I'm trying to read at night, child, I go right to sleep on it. It's good though. It's a good book. Like I said, I read 100 pages. I just got 200 more pages to read, and it's a really good book. It's just the time of the day that I read it. I'm also getting ready to start this book called Pickleball is Life. I want to learn how to play pickleball. I already have the set and everything. My husband got it for my birthday. I mean, not my birthday, for Christmas. And I haven't played yet. I haven't gone to the pickleball court, and we have one right up the street at the park. But I need to learn how to play. I don't want to just like show up and just like be hitting it like tennis. I love tennis, by the way, but I want to learn how to play pickleball. Pickleball is cute. It's a rich activity. It's what rich, people like to do is play pickleball. Pickleball is life. And retired people, they like to play pickleball. So I got to get ready for my retired part of my life. So I got to start with learning how to play pickleball. So that's a fun little book. But yeah, so those are the books that I'm working on. Maybe Pickleball for Life will be my March book, because it doesn't look too bad. I might be able to do Pickleball is Life and another book. I got plenty of books, child. I got plenty of books that I have not read. Like there's a couple of books I want to read about how to write a successful screenplay, because I have so many great ideas about films and movies and shows, So I wanna learn how to make it successful. And Devon Franklin had recommended a couple of books in his masterclass, which I really love. I really love Devon Franklin. He's a man of God. He recently got engaged. Congratulations, Devon! Him and his fiance. She's a very beautiful lady. But I love all of his books, his movies. They're all inspirational. They're nothing but the truth, honey. And so he recommended a couple books because he's a producer, Hollywood producer. And so I need to read those books next. So I definitely want to start on those. Definitely want to start on the screenplay, how to write a good screenplay books that he recommended. And so I got to be very intentional about what I want to do, what I want to create. And I gotta read. I just gotta make time to read. I love social media though. The thing is that I love social media so much. I get so inspired from social media, but I can get lost in it too. Like I get so inspired, I can be looking, I can be inspired, I can love everything that I'm seeing on there, and I can get, inspired to do my own content. Oh, I can do this. I can, pick these pictures and these videos. I can put this music with it, so I can do that, but it takes me a long time to do that stuff. Hours and hours and hours, y'all. So that takes away from my reading time. So it's kind of difficult, but I think the next level for me is to get like a VA, like a personal assistant that will help me to post and put stuff out there on my social media so I can have time to read, because nobody can read for me, right? Nobody can read for me. Nobody can write for me, you can get inspired from like Chat GBT, and they can give you some prompts, but it's not going to write the story for me, and I need to learn how to do that well and in a successful way where it can make some money, where I can sell it, so that's what I'm working on, guys, this year. Can you believe that February is over? Like, it'll be done this weekend. And we're going into March. We're going to march forth towards our success. Sherry said, is your Jay's mom? But who is Jay's dad in the Dharma bit? Ooh, Sherry, that's a good question, girl. She said, you're Jay's mom, but where's Jay's dad? Like, Jay's mom ain't just make Jay by herself. Right, Nacha? Where is Jay's dad? That is a great question. That is an awesome question. Okay. Now, there was a couple of videos where I did have a dad played by Deneric. I always want to call him Doneric because I see his name before I say it, and it's Don like Don, but it is Deneric, right? So it's Deneric. My friend Deneric, he played my husband, and he played Sean's father in a couple of episodes. The episode where Sean was he got left at home. That was like a Home Alone episode. Home Alone episode where Sean got left at home and like burglars tried to come in the house, and that's a whole like Home Alone episode. There he had a dad then. And there was one episode where Deneric played his dad. But I'm not sure if he was Jay. I don't know if he was Jay. But that episode was a babysitter. It was an evil babysitter that took him on like a joyride or something like that. So yeah, so Jay has had a dad, but he don't come out very often. he's not around anymore, I guess, so that's a good question, Sherry. Good question. Soledad, hey girl. Faye said, I'm a soprano and I sing whistle tones. I just blow instead of actually whistling. Ooh, come on, whistle tones. I used to can do whistle tones, girl. I tell my husband this all the time. When I hear Mariah Carey doing whistle tones, I literally remember myself as a young girl, easily singing Mariah Carey whistle tones. Nobody was telling me. I mean, it was just like nobody was looking either. That's the thing. A lot of times I would sing. I would say I was shy because when people looked at me when I was singing, I would and they would be like, "Oh, you can sing." I stopped singing. I still do it. I was singing just last year. I was in the one of the little department stores, and I'm just going along singing, and somebody turned around and was like, "Oh, I like you," and they said, "Don't stop," and I stopped. I just got shy. I got shy. But anyways, so I used to sing whistle tones when nobody was looking. Now, if somebody, now I try to do it, and I feel like I'm an old lady. I don't know where my whistle tones went, but I do try to do the whistle tones. But I might clam up. I might get shy if somebody's looking at me. But good for you, Faith. Good for you. Sherry said, "I'm awesome." Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. You're subscribed. Thank you, Trinity. Shantae, answer the question. For anybody who want to know, is Jay my real son? Come on over to YouTube. Subscribe and like. Come on over to YouTube. Come on over and get the answer. Okay, TikTok is like, are you a real person still there? Yes, I'm a real person and I'm still here. Beyonce is in the house. Hey. Okay, let's see what else. My hair is nice, Sarah Nova. Thank you. Okay, someone came over and asked, "Is Jay my real son?" Y'all answer for him on YouTube. Thank you for coming over to YouTube and liking and subscribing and commenting. Thank you. I see you, LMAO. Sammy said, "A lot of stuff happening at my school lately, and last week we had to go on look down because a crazy woman was throwing bricks." Oh no. Thank you, Dom. I see you. Dom sent some love, y'all, on TikTok. I'm sending the love. Sending the love. Sending my love to you. Waiting for you to come home. Sealing it with a kiss. Sending my love. If I could mail my heart right to you, I would. I'd pack it up, seal it tight, and I'd send it overnight. Who sings that song? That's an oldie but goodie, honey. Who sings it? Somebody sing that song. Somebody tell me who sings that song. Tell me who sings that song. If you get it, I will send you more love. Sending my love to you. Yeah, who sings that song? Who knows that song? Who knows that song? Grant says, honestly, no one really bullies at college because everyone's more mature. Oh, good, Grant. Grant doesn't have the bullying problem in college, and there's like no actual lunch period, no recess, obvi. But having you as a guest speaker would be so much fun. Exactly. Faith is obsessed with Wicked movie. I am as well. I can watch it every day. Yes. Shantae answered the question. If you want to know, is Jay my real son? Come on over to YouTube. Raina Shantae. Like, subscribe, and comments. Quindy says, I'm pretty much shocked that Michelle and Gene Hackman passed. Oh, yeah, that is sad. Rest in peace, those amazing people. They definitely left their mark in this life. We appreciate, having them in our lives and allowing their lives to be used as a gift to share their amazing stories, those amazing stories with us. So we were all grateful, and I think they did what they came to do, right? Great actors, Quindy said. You love reading too, Shantae? Yay. Throwing bricks? That's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Sleep is a good thing for the body. Yes, girl. You know how to play pickleball, Sammy? Okay. Faith said rich tivity should be a real word. Doesn't it sound like a real word? Rich tivity sounds like a real word. Yes. Hey, it can be a real word. It's a real word. Richtivity. That's it. We just made it a real word. You're good at everything. Oh, Sherry, thank you. Sammy said, time flies by fast. Yes, it does. March is my birthday month. Okay, Faith, birthday girl. Hi, Ishmael. Time flies fast. I'm graduating middle school this year, and I'm glad. Happy graduation, Sammy. Sammy's going. Thank you, Aubrey. I see you. Sammy's going to high school. Stephanie says, I'm so good at decorating drawings. I make drawings for my mom and grandma. I love making drawings and stickers for you, but I don't know how to give it to you because you are in California. You can mail it to me, honey. Send it to me. Yeah, I have a P.O. box. I have a P.O. I'll put it right now in the chat. P.O. Box 9020. Wait, I always forget. 902501. I think that's what it is. And I didn't mean to send that. Hold on. Let me see if I can correct it. Okay, it just says remove. All right. So P.O. Box 920501. If anybody wants to send me something, you can. Come on and send me something. Send me some gifts. Listen, I said I love gifts, not just virtual gifts, not just electronic gifts, but like real gifts. I love real gifts. I love real gifts. Hold on, let me double check the zip code on that. Nachum sent me a gift. Nachum sent, yeah, RIP, rest in peace, Roberta Flack. She was amazing. She had definitely left her mark on this world, in our country, in music, in the music industry. She is amazing, beautiful soul. We will never forget her. Her voice was amazing. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Yes, that's a tribute to Miss Roberta Flack. Lauryn Hill sang it too. Yeah, a lot of people probably know Lauryn Hill's version, which Lauryn Hill's amazing singer, artist. She's incredible too. But Roberta Flack wrote and sang that song first. So rest in peace, Roberta Flack. You did your thing, girl. You did your thing, honey. You did your thing, Roberta Flack. Thank you, Britta. I see you. Thank you for my gift. Oh, oh, la 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 la, whoa, la, whoa, la, la. Strumming my pain. See, it's supposed to be karaoke night. Thursday is karaoke night. No, I can make Friday karaoke night. Maybe I'll make Friday karaoke night. So, and I could do a full tribute to Miss Roberta Flack. I'll be sure sing it too. I didn't know I'll be sure sing that song. I've never heard that version. Hey, Sean. Hey, Jordan. Thank you. I see you. Sean says my parents' 30th anniversary is March 18th. Nice. Wow. That is wonderful. That's beautiful. Faith said I was just humming to Texas Hold'em. Ain't no dum. I forget the words. Sammy says you have a good voice. Thank you. Zane! Woo! Quindy got it. Janae. Janae is the group that sang, If I Could Mail My Heart Right to You, I Would. Yes, that was Janae. That was a group, honey. They had a couple hits. Janae had a couple hits. I was a real fan of Janae. I love Janae. Lay your cards down, 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 down. Ooh, I can't even. I can't even go down, down like Miss Beyonce. Thank you, Dora. That's your song. That's Janae. Cause I know, right? That was the song. No, I didn't get fired from Darman. I know they got a lot of new people. They got a lot of new people on Darman. I mean, it's just not, my season right now. It's just not my season. They had really beautiful young people on Darman, and that's great. That's wonderful. Thank you, Shantae. Shantae. You love my singing voice. Thank you. Thank you, Shantae. I used to be a hotel housekeeper, just a regular one. Then I quit and started in 2017. So my old manager had me working with his wife on Saturday, which is nice, and they pay me. Okay, good, Soledad. Do I know about Jonathan McReynolds? Oh, yes, Faith. Oh, I love Jonathan McReynolds. Yes. Stephanie said, thank you so much. You're welcome. Faye said, I love to sing with you. Yes, girl. Let's sing. Quindy said, I used to watch their songs on Video Soul. Child, don't take me back to Video Soul, Quindy. Quindy, what you know about Video Soul, honey? You must be about my age, honey. You must. Quindy and me, we about the same age. I remember Video Soul. That was the show. That was the show, honey. Quindy, yes. I'm good, thank you. Sherry said, I remember Kenny Rogers' song, The Gambler. Oh, I gotta check that one out. I don't remember that. Soledad said, which a couple of times I would sing to myself out loud, and keeping that mother-in-law thinks that girl is crazy. Ooh, that's funny. All R&B songs. Yes, honey. Yes. Video Soul was the best show. What was his name? The guy that I can't even think. I can see his face. The guy that was the host of Video Soul. I have a picture with him. I have a picture. Hey, Summer, how are you? I got a picture. What's his name, Quindy? Donnie Simpson. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, I remember. Kiana, hi, boo. How are you? Oh, my Kiana. How are you? Are you doing a live right now, Kiana? If you're doing a live right now, maybe we can go live together. Are you doing a live right now? Or are you just hanging out? You just hanging out. If you just hanging out and you don't want too much attention, I got you, girl. I got you. I miss you too, honey. I miss you too. I miss you too, honey. Yeah, we need to work together. Everybody's like, do you still work at Darman? I'm like, I think so. I think so. Just got the number two. Okay, thank you, Kiana, girl. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you, girl. Summer says, I'm good. How are you? I'm good, girl. Quindy said, I was born in 1985, but I remember watching Video Soul when I was 11, but now I'm 40. Okay. Okay, Quindy. Quindy, I'm a little older than you, honey. I'm a little older, but you was around that time in the 80s. Yep, 80s and 90s for sure. Yes, yes. That was some good times, honey. That was some good times. Good times. Okay, my loves. So I'm getting ready to get off. I got to go to church tonight. Online church, but I got to go to church. But I love you guys. I see the question about Ricky Sherry. I don't know, honey. I don't know. I pray for her. I pray for all the other actors that used to work at Darman that they are doing well. I'm sure they are. Listen, there's a lot of great projects out here in California and everywhere else in the country, So I pray that, everybody's doing well and doing their thing, still acting, still using their gifts, because everybody was good. Ricky was good. Brianni was good. It was so many great actors that I worked with in the beginning when I first started. So yeah, I wish them all well, and I love you guys. I will see you next time, maybe tomorrow for some karaoke Friday, maybe. Y'all look out for me. All right, I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye. I will see you next time. Bye.